In this video, I'll walk you through how we accept the quote, turn it into a job, complete the job, and then show the full loop of the job tasks, closing down and resolving the original preventative maintenance defects. So this is the quote we created earlier. We built it from preventative maintenance defects on the equipment. You can see the 3 defects listed on the quote. There are a few ways your customer can accept a quote. When we email the quote, the customer can accept it directly from the email link. They can also accept it through their customer portal, which we'll cover in a separate video. For the purposes of this demo, we're going to accept the quote manually. This is where your client receives the quote email, with a reference number and so on. We'll just press the Accept Quote button, Create Job, and when we press that, we can see that this job, 4411, has been created. On the timeline, you can see it came from job 4409 originally. We quoted from it. And now the quote has turned into a new job. We can see the quote has transferred all of the tasks across to the new job. We've got the quoted scope showing the equipment. It's pulled the equipment through from the original job as well. We've got 3 tasks, 2 for this piece of equipment, FCU Unit 1, and 1 for FCU Unit 10. We've also received the job details. It's transferred the title through, along with the major repair brief from job 4409, the original job, across to this one. So now we'll do a few things. We can assign this to an engineer or technician. We'll assign a technician now. Let's go ahead and assign it to me. We'll bring it up on the app screen now. The job number we just created is 4411. Let's search for 4411. There we go. We've got the job. Let's open it up. Scrolling down, we can see the equipment that's on the job, see the equipment details, and update the status and progress. Let me get to the job scope. And if we scroll further down, we've got the 3 job tasks here sitting at 0 of 3 completed. Let's complete these. We'll add a quick repair note and mark it as complete. As you can see them turning green, we'll move on to number 2 and number 3. That's 1 done. We'll carry on through the others the same way. You can also add more items, parts used, additional notes, and so on. Just add them from the menu. We've got all of them done now, all marked as done. We'll mark the job itself as complete. If we head back to the main jobs list, we can see our job, 4411, is now complete with the status updated. If we scroll down, we can see all the tasks are now back in the system. We'll download the PDF and see what we get. We've got the job sheet with the completed tasks, and if we click back out of the job sheet and head back to the job, we can now email this to the customer. We can also view all of the materials that were used. They're pulled through with the labor hours, the final job price, and we can apply discounts if needed. You can also see any photos that were uploaded. Now let's head into the equipment, and we should see that the defects that came from the original PM check are now closed and fully resolved. We can see they were resolved by Demo Engineer 1 with the date and timestamp logged. Same for the other defects. And if we look at FCU Unit 10, we'll see that the previous defect has now been resolved, all recorded with a permanent audit trail. And that's the whole loop closed. We've gone from the technician carrying out maintenance on site to the report coming back. Then we quoted from the preventative maintenance report. The quote was then accepted, and we completed the repair on job 4411. Now the job is completed. Let's go ahead and invoice it. We'll invoice the customer, create invoice, new invoice for the customer, and there's the new invoice. The whole cycle is complete, from job to quote to repair and finally to invoice. We'll go ahead and email this to the customer, and that closes the loop. Thanks for watching.